Wow. All right. Welcome back, everyone.
Welcome.
We are here. We're back in the studio.
I didn't think it was possible. I thought we would. We thought we would just like end it on
Just
one.
be done. I know. I was scared that this would be like a one hit and we're just done type of thing. But we're here to prove the people wrong. We're back
Absolutely.
here. It's been a bit.
It's been a little bit. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're coming off of Easter. How was your Easter, by the way? You have a good Easter?
My Easter was I made some children cry.
Okay.
I was responsible for a bit of the Easter egg hiding. And I had to hide them for one kid, and it was like way harder than all the other kids. So, and also the eggs were green, so like they blended into the grass too.
Oh, that's tough.
So it was just terrible. I made a kid's day awful, made him cry. But how was your Easter?
My Easter was actually really bad. I spent it in bed, and I was sick, and I couldn't do anything. So
Wow. Well,
we got hit hard by a cold-like virus. So not going to go into too much detail about that, but yeah, I was pretty bedridden for that part. So
well, bedridden sounds like a great Easter, or not so much. Okay, so
anyway,
we mentioned last time we're doing top tens. I think we're gonna move that with that moving forward.
we are, yeah. And last episode we took like 10 years to get into our topic. We're trying not to do that. We're trying not to do that.
Maybe not 10 years. So we're just gonna bring it up. Our topic for today, which we believe was the best topic for us to go with, was the top 10 worst sounds to wake up to.
Worst sounds.
Because, I mean, as humans,
so many of them.
We love sleep, right? We love our
sleep.
sleep.
I love sleep.
Absolutely. And waking up is like the worst part of sleeping, right? So we want to just like really hit home what can be just the worst sounds possible.
Exactly. So we... I believe you have some ready. Do you want to?
Yeah,
start us?
Yeah, we both have a few here, so let's just get it started. So first off, I think top number 10 would just be having a vacuum turn on when you're sleeping. That's just oof. You know, I
can hear it in my head.
You're enjoying it, and just like you almost sometimes you even wake up before the vacuuming even starts, and you just know it's about to happen, and you just like hear the.
Yeah,
and
it's always way louder in the morning than it is any other time.
Right, and it's like, really? Could you just wait anytime?
Mm-hmm.
You know, the interesting thing about this one is that, like, it's actually kind of satisfying to hear other people get ready. Mm-hmm. Like, if you've ever been in a hotel room with like your family, and like they're getting up and they're moving around, like,
sure,
it's actually kind of nice just to sit there and be like, I don't have to do that.
Huh?
You know what I'm saying?
That's interesting. Yeah.
But this particular, my goodness, hearing a vacuum just come on ruins your day almost. It's like just, you know what, let's just go for tomorrow. Let me just stay in bed the entire day.
Let me just sleep
tomorrow.
The whole day. That's really good. Well, my next one is the beeping of a work truck. You know, when like work trucks are backing up.
Sure.
And from like doing whatever they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like this most obnoxious beep, and it's always way too loud.
Yeah.
And like my house recently, there's been like a lot of work being done.
Uh-huh.
And I mean, it's terrible when you wake up to that. And like also honking.
Uh-huh.
Because, like work trucks back up, they also like go forward. And so like the beeping and the honking and just all the noise.
Yeah.
It's just too much. It's just too much.
Right there,
chainsaws also. It's just everything that goes along with like that construction.
Oh gosh.
It's really tough to wake up to.
But yeah, that I mean, like and then you wake up and you look outside and it's like some Amazon truck, and it's like you're ruining. I don't want to buy anything from Amazon anymore.
Prime. Can I get it like a few hours later when I'm actually up and functioning?
That's not Prime service.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Actually, though, the other day I was watching a truck back up, and it had like a different backup sound that wasn't that sound.
Really?
Yeah, I forget what. Gosh, I feel like I want to find it now.
Was it like a nice?
It was like actually
symphony
pleasant,
and
it was
something.
Yeah, let me see. I think it actually was an Amazon truck.
Was it lo-fi?
Just like they were just playing lo-fi music. Wait, this might be it. Is this it? Okay, that's
not
way worse.
That's not pleasant, but it's better than the beeping, I would say.
I don't know. That's like a screaming sound effect. I don't know. For some reason, it was not as bad to me because it sounded like a bird or something, and it was like way quieter too. So
sure.
I woke up to that. I was like, yeah,
not as bad.
It's not that bad.
Yeah.
Like still screw you, Amazon, but like still, right. I can still enjoy my bed.
Sure.
And still appreciate the warmth.
All right, you have our next one, I think.
I
right?
do. Okay, let me take a drink of this Wegmans sparkling water.
Not sponsored, but Wegmans if you if you want to hit us up,
Yeah, we are literally begging for sponsors at this point. We're on episode 2.
Please.
Even like low key stuff like, well, obviously we're sponsored by Accident Interactive, but we don't need to get into
Right.
They're actually giving us our equipment here. But outside of that, yes, we're looking for sponsorships.
Orange pineapple, by the way, amazing flavor.
Orange
That's by the
pineapple.
by. That's by the by.
All right, so
All right,
I think
hit us
number
with our
2,
next one.
kind of moving in that. Actually, the truck one made me think of another one. We'll go with number 8.
Okay.
We'll go with garbage truck actually because not just that sound.
Right.
When you hear the garbage truck, you like wake up and you look outside. Oh my gosh, that's the garbage truck, and you see them coming down, getting the trash cans on the other side of the street, and you go, oh my gosh, I completely forgot to get the trash. So you're immediately hearkened out of bed,
Right. Great word.
grabbing the trash, and you're like half asleep. And if you hadn't like put slippers on anything, you're barefoot. And if like you have a driveway and you're running out barefoot on a driveway after you just woke up,
That's so cold.
it's so cold and it hurts so bad. Your little tender feet after you've been sleeping on driveway.
All the little fascia on your little toes is just like,
Ooh, it's terrible feeling. And then you get out there and then and then they see you in your, dead self. Your hair is terrible. And they're like judging you obscenely hard.
I'm sure they probably see that a lot though. Like people
last
just like
minute?
forgetting and just like in their bathrobe, just like coming out in their slippers, their bunny slippers. This is actually interesting because I don't actually have this experience because my trash is like a quarter mile away.
What are you talking about?
So we have to take it. It's like this communal area where like 10 houses have put their trash cans, and that's where they get picked up.
What do you like? Just throw
It's
your
like
trash
communal
bags in the
trash
area?
pickup. It's like everyone puts their cans in like this little area, and so it's like a quarter mile away from our house.
Oh, right, because you guys like live in literally the middle of nowhere, so you have to like.
Okay, yeah, it
consolidate a
feels
bit.
like the middle of nowhere, but yeah, and then so we have to take it up the day before, and we've like
right.
take it up, lug it up in like a car.
So you've never actually had.
So I
this
know
issue
I don't
then.
have this experience, but it sounds terrible.
Yeah, it is awful. Recycling exists too, but honestly, I don't feel as bad when the recycling truck comes because, like, I'm doing them a favor by bringing it out. Period.
Honestly, you're
So
just saving the turtles.
exactly, saving the turtles, and if I have to bring it out next week, I don't care. But trash, that's my L. That's an L I have to hold.
For sure. All right. Well, leading into what is this, number 7?
Yeah, I guess this is number 7.
number
wow,
7.
we're actually like moving today.
We're actually like bussing through these bad boys.
and this is authentic. Like, this is a serious thing that we're working on. Like this podcast.
This is genuine work.
We're putting in hours to
We're
create.
putting the
this-
work and the hours.
This family-friendly
and take what's ours.
experience that really, I imagine our viewers like just huddling around the radio, but it's like a smartphone or something,
For
with the
listeners,
fire
listeners.
going. What did I say?
Viewers.
Okay, yeah, that's our listeners to just be enjoying this. Like this is the kind of thing that you experience with a group of people, and
It
like
is.
you.
Very communal.
And you're listening to it, and you look around, and you look at someone, and like, oh yeah, that sounds like that person. Jerry hates taking out the trash.
Yep, that's Jerry right there.
And you're just in that environment together, enjoying this podcast. So go ahead.
No. Mine was you.
Okay, if you're
finish
listening to this by yourself, like get it with people, man. Especially if you know us, like you got to be listening to this with your family or with friends or an outing.
For sure.
If you're at like a party or something, hit up the DJ, be like, hey man, I got this great song. Can you throw this on? It doesn't have to be the whole podcast, but you can at least
5-10 minutes.
people are going to be
That's great.
on their. Wait, if you're laughing really hard, are you sitting down or standing up?
If you're laughing really hard, you're like rolling on the floor.
Yeah, they're going to be on the ground.
Like almost convulsing with
Convulsing,
the amount of laughter
Like
that's coming out of them.
we need like EMTs coming in and like
Yeah.
call 911 because like people are dying right now.
Right. Anyway, the next one
Right.
that I was going to say is, when you're in bed and
I do.
you wake up to the sound of your mom telling you that you're late.
Oh man.
And it's just this wave of panic.
Right, 'cause
that
we're
just
like-
rolls over you because you're like, I didn't get up. This is bad.
Yeah.
Like no matter what it is, like if you're going somewhere, if it's
Obviously,
like a class, like it's just a really extreme like form of panic because it's just like you're late,
Yeah, absolutely. And obviously for us, we still live with our parents, and
Sure.
I've had like a lot of conversation with my mom about like, hey mom, I don't care if I'm running late. Like, just don't wake me up, because it's like
Sure.
almost worse for me to have to wake up to that
Yeah.
than just like waking up and being late. Like, oh crap,
Yeah.
because I can like get myself together. But if it's like, hey, Luke, are you sure you're going to get there on time?
Yeah.
Like, are you...
When
are
it's
you...
not super urgent.
Yeah, and like I'm like awake and I'm looking at my phone or something and
Sure.
I don't want to get up and it's like, oh my gosh, I was already gonna get up. And then now that she brings it up to me, now I have to stay in bed like 5 more minutes so that it doesn't seem like I got up because she told me to. Because I'm getting up on my own terms.
You wanna be independent of her.
Right, I want to get up for my for when I think I need to get up.
Sure,
And she's
that's
like,
fair.
Hey, Luke, are you gonna get up? Nope, not anymore. No, like I'll get up later.
It's like when you were going to do the dishes, and then your mom says, "Hey, can you do the dishes?"
Exactly.
And you're like, "Well,
You know?
no, I don't want to do it."
You have the vacuum in hand. You have the duster. You're going to your room. Hey, Luke, your room doesn't look that clean. I mean, that's just called over. I mean, of course, though, that is my like. It's not probably the best character trait to think that way.
Sure.
Hey guys, I told you the bakes were gonna be half baked.
You know,
okay?
the takes are half baked here. You know,
I mix it up.
It's kind of rough, but we're gonna hang on. We're gonna hang on.
This is what you sign up for, though, right? When you listen to this podcast, when you get your family here listening to us together, this is exactly what you are in right now is what you're signing up for.
This is exactly it.
Right.
All right.
So we're just living up to our name. Okay. Are we done with that one then?
I think we covered that one. Yeah.
We've all been there. Yeah. I feel like I wanted to say more about that, but it's probably best to move on. Okay. What is it we on now? Like
I think we're on 6 now. Yeah.
Number 6. Okay. All right. So number 6, I'm thinking has got to be. Okay. We all set like alarms, right? We set stopwatches, whatever.
Sure.
But there's like some specific sound effects that we all hear and that we absolutely detest. At the same time. So often, you're in a new place. Maybe someone else even set their phone because you didn't get to set the alarm. Because when I have my sound going off, I'm listening to "Can't Touch This" to wake up. Like when my phone alarm going off, that's what I'm listening to.
That's what you're jamming to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But when some random person's like, "Hey, I'll set the timer for 7 in the morning," because you gotta get up, and then you hear this. Oh, I mean, just that is.
Oh, it's the repeat. It's the repeat. It's coming.
And it just keeps going, and then like somehow they don't wake up from that sound, so it keeps going, and you're
yeah.
Oh my goodness,
that's terrible.
It's
for me. It's the presto sound.
Really?
Yeah. Let's see if I can play it here.
Is this a separate number or is this still number 6?
No, this is just an add-on.
Okay,
so
this is
just
addendum. Yeah, that's pretty bad.
It's
and the vibrating too.
It's the combination of the vibrating and the like annoying bell that someone is like ringing way too emphatically. And it's just like I don't want to get up for that. Like it makes me want to just turn it off and go, ugh, I want to go back to bed.
It makes me want to pull out a gun and just unleash an entire clip into it,
Yeah. Guns are cool. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well,
next one.
Yeah. Well, that should lead into our next one, right?
That
if we're talking about firearms,
guns and firearms, that actually doesn't relate at all.
Okay.
But,
well, I thought we had talked about that, but I guess we're not doing that.
Oh, right.
Yes. Okay. No.
Yes. So when you're in bed.
Yeah.
And
what number is this? 5? Number 5. Yes, number 5. Number 5.
And you hear
This is the worst one. Why are we doing that? Okay. Yes, when you hear a shotgun getting loaded when you're in bed, that is a terrible sound effect. Yep.
All right.
All right.
Number
4. Okay. Number 4. Are we back to you or back to me now?
Is that you? I think you did one, so it's me. It's
okay,
me.
We're on to you.
The shotgun was like
the shotgun was
group, I guess.
That was we did that. Found that one together.
Okay, this one's bad. This one's bad.
Oof. All right. So, you know what? I think we got to bring down the tone a little bit.
We got to bring it down. Just bring it down low.
The energy is going, but we got to get serious because this is a professional podcast.
It is, and we are professionals.
Right.
I am a dog owner, and what annoys the absolute hay out of me is when I wake up to my dog barking.
Oh man.
Because she has this kind of annoying bark, it's kind of high pitched, but it also has this low growl that's also there.
Sure.
And so it's it covers all the frequencies.
Right.
And so that makes it all the more annoying because it's just short and quick. And usually means it requires action on my part because I usually have to take her out if she's barking for that long because I've usually forgotten to do it.
Oh, so it's similar to the garbage truck and it promotes or provokes a responsibility you need to meet.
Right. And so I need to go do something. And now I'm just like, I don't want to do that anymore.
Yeah.
Or I never wanted to do that in the first place, but now it's super annoying.
Yeah, at my house, we don't own a dog. We have a cat, but cats don't make noise.
Sure.
And across the street, though, there's like this dog that it sounds, during the summer, it sounds like it's in pain. Like, it's one of those dogs that's, it sounds like it's tied up outside watching its owners play, and like it wants to be part of it. It's like, and it's like that sound.
Oh, yeah. Does it suffer from tiny dog syndrome?
I don't know. It's like a dog. It's like an actual dog, but it's not like like you'd want it to be. It's like
yeah,
and like everyone on the street.
It's like going through puberty. Dog that's going through puberty.
Thankfully, it often doesn't wake me up, but usually I'm just like in my room, chilling, doing whatever, and I hear that, and it just makes me want to do something aggressive against that dog. I don't know.
Sure, not necessarily like gun violence this time.
We're not going back to shotgun violence, but it does make me want to just go over there with a like warrant, knock on their door and be like, hey, just give me your dog. And
give me your dog.
Put it somewhere else,
I will take it to a nice, secure location.
And give him elsewhere, but I don't want him around here. Anyway, yeah, dogs, man. That's
dogs are rough. I think it's your turn.
Dogs are rough. Hey, yo. All right.
Oh, what a pun. Okay.
So what are we at, number 3? Okay, number 3. Wow, really bad one coming up here. Now that we're kind of on the outside dog situation.
Yeah, these are getting bad.
We're getting
these
into
are all
neighbor
really bad.
territory is kind of like what we're talking about here, because you want to have good relationship with your neighbors, but you also could be very easily annoyed by them.
Definitely.
So the next one, you might already be knowing what I'm talking about, viewers, listeners, but it is lawn mowing. Oh my goodness, when the dunce that lives next door decides it's time to bring out the 1980 Honda lawnmower that sounds like it's running the White House generator. It is like,
it's like a constipated hobgoblin is what it is.
You literally stole the words from you literally stole the words out of my mouth. It's exactly what I was going to say. Yeah, but man, these clowns mowing their lawn at 5 a.m.
Ugh.
It's unbelievable, really. Unbelievable.
I don't know how
Yes. I'm listening.
What was I going to say?
Are you going to... Okay, just...
Oh, yeah, this is going to get cut out. I'm just saying.
No.
What was I doing?
Are we going to cut out all of this bit?
No, there's just like little spots in here. Like.
Okay. But we're not going to like cut out all the little gaffes, because that's what makes this podcast happen, man.
Make it cool.
I mean, we don't want an overload of them, but if there's enough, it's endearing, right? Too much annoying.
I think so.
Enough endearing. And I don't even know if it's going to make it, but if you're listening to this, let's just move on. Okay.
You are valued and you matter.
I love you. Okay. So what was your take about lawn mowing in response to what I was saying about it?
Yeah. So I have also experienced that sometimes. Mm-hmm. For me, though, it's usually the leaf blower that's really loud.
Oh, gosh. Yeah. Same thing, right?
So, because like my dad has like been really into leaf blowing lately. And like he'll just like go out there with the leaf blower. And sometimes it's like, it gets pretty loud, right? Because it's blowing like a lot of air, and then it's just like I haven't experienced that with a lawnmower necessarily. So I'm kind of relating a little bit.
It's I get the connection.
Yeah.
The thing is,
it's like kind of
I am not like exempt from the blame on this either though. We have neighbors who have like younger kids, and for some reason, my mom was like, "You need to mow the lawn today, right?" But I was like, I think I might have been working that day or something. I don't know. But I was out doing something. I came back. It's like 7 p.m. Right? Like that's like lawn mowing time stops like 5 or 6 easily.
Definitely.
But it's like 7, and I'm like, oh gosh, I still got to do this. 7:30. The sun is like down, and I go out with the lawnmower. It begins raining. And I start at like 8:00 p.m. It is dark, and I'm mowing the lawn. It is the worst lawn mowing experience for me, and it's the worst I've felt mowing the lawn, because I knew that they were probably like putting their kids to bed next door, and it's dark, and they're hearing some,
hearing some clown out there with
clown. I was looking for like a different word, because I've already used clown and dunce.
Clown was already used.
What else could
some
work there?
Hooligan.
So exactly, some hooligan mowing the lawn outside, and of course, we don't use like a ride on mower. We gotta push, you know, getting in those steps.
Yeah, gotta get calories.
But yeah, that was a terrible experience. My mom was like, "Are you kidding me? Are you mowing the lawn now at 8:30?" And I'm like, my hair is soaked because it's raining outside. And she's like, first of all, you never mow the lawn if it's raining, and also we have neighbors. It's like, it was just terrible, terrible experience. And now I like just never gonna have that experience again. Terrible. Would not recommend.
All right. Well, we got the would not recommend on the
right here from me
at night.
Yep.
I think I have our. What number is this now?
I think we're on number 2, right?
Number 2.
We're
all right,
approaching
getting
the
up
top
there.
ones. Okay.
All right. So this one is very prominent for my life. Okay. I don't know if it's prominent for your life.
All right.
But my dad is like a coffee connoisseur, I would call.
Aficionado.
Yeah. That's a great word for it. And he is really into making his own stuff.
Oh,
so
I see where this is going. Yeah.
He's not getting like the prepackaged grounds of coffee.
He ain't getting that 8 o'clock.
He's not. He wants the whole bean. And he wants to grind that stuff up himself.
Some of that Baltimore.
Guess when he does that? The crack of dawn. And guess where I am at the crack of dawn? Sleeping.
Exactly, yeah.
And those things don't go together.
No.
Because the coffee grinder is so loud. It's just like, I wonder if we can play a sound effect for you of like a coffee grinder.
Perhaps.
But it's so obnoxiously loud. And like I can hear it. Like I am like the farthest, my room is like the farthest away from the coffee grinder, and I can still hear it.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I know he has to do it at the in the very morning, but still, it's just like.
Yeah, let's see if I can get a coffee grinder sound effect.
Yeah, see if we can pull it up.
There are the beans going in.
Sure.
And
Step 1.
Okay. Oh, I can already hear that.
Oh, getting flashbacks.
Yeah, I can imagine just being in my room hearing that sound. Like, there's, you know. And coffee's supposed to be like part of like the joy of waking up, you know?
It should be.
Like,
it
you know,
should be.
Folgers, the very best part of waking up.
It's Folgers in your cup.
But the very worst part of waking up is coffee grinders.
Is grinding those stupid beans.
Those dummy beans.
Yeah.
All right. Wow. So wait, we actually did a top 10 today, and now we have number 1. Right. Wow. Like this is like
numero uno.
This is a pinnacle moment.
Macho.
We've gone through like trucks and animals and sound effects on your phone,
lawn mowing, and
all the stuff. But really, the number 1 worst sound effect, you know, when you're just sitting in your room and I need another one.
Some
bozo comes in, and he starts just, you know, maybe he's like eating some
cake. I feel like cake often does this.
Yeah, cake, pasta, whatever it is. And he's finishing up his meal, you know, he's like getting it together, and then he just decides to really get that last bit, and he just gets a... Okay, we're not going to do too much because this is not negative ASMR.
If you want to hear that again, you can just rewind it.
Oh, that was really bad. That was really bad. Okay, that's enough. That's really enough. That's
ruining. It's making my skin crawl.
That's just ruining my day, period, right now, and I'm not even in bed.
No, yeah, I'm not even going to sleep, and my day is ruined.
And of course, that's combined with the fact that there's some lunatic.
There you go.
Lunatic in your room, watching you sleep, eating cake. And he decides to do that because like there's the mix of fear and the mix of like amazement that this guy has the nerve to do this, you know, and then also horror because someone's watching you sleep, and then of course just the pain of having to listen to this, and that's a culmination that is just. I mean, like we said earlier, like just give up on the day, go next. Yeah. This is really just, you know what? Just take me out, give me some drugs, I'll go to sleep and get me the next day.
Take me home, country roads.
I have work, I'm calling out. You know, just I'm done, tapping out.
It makes sense. And well, like the thing that happens with that is like it's usually some goon is trying to get like icing off of the and it's just like not even worth it for the amount of pain that you have to go through to get it.
Exactly. And you add under that like honestly like annoyance, not with the sound but like you really gotta get that last you know 700th of a tablespoon.
That half of a teaspoon of that chocolate icing.
Like you really needed that.
You needed that, buddy. Okay.
And then he starts like puts the fork down on your dresser and starts full licking from bottom to top the plate.
Oh
to get that just like. and you hear that. It's like, oh my goodness, it's
That's
just
so relatable
that's
right
just
there.
the
wow.
worst. I mean, we've all been there, right?
We've all been there.
We've all
I
been
feel
there.
like that happens to me on a
I
almost
hate
daily basis.
when that happens. I really hate when that happens.
That's really bad. Wow. Well, we got through them all.
We got through them all. We got
Finally.
that, and we really ended with really a terrible thing to wake up to.
I think it's very relatable and very fitting for this list.
Absolutely. So, I mean, we mentioned, I think in our last episode that we're going to look to have some guests on in the future.
Totally,
We're already putting some guests lined up. We're thinking
we
about
got
some people
on the slate.
Exactly. So I don't know if next episode we'll be able to get it, but I know we're going to be some people. And maybe even if you're listening to this, if you want to be a guest, and I mean, we'd love to have you.
Hit us up, unless you're from like Malaysia or something, and we're not going to pay to fly
I
you
do
in,
know
but,
people
like,
in Malaysia though.
You do.
I do. I met some people in like Indonesia and like Singapore and stuff. So
that's really cool.
We can get someone fly out from Singapore, get some of them.
If we can, I mean, it would really like widen our.
I mean, we could just do like a
cultural.
We
lens.
could just do like get them in virtually. We have a lot of options,
call.
but we really are looking for you. We're looking for your insight.
Slew of options.
So yeah, we just wanted to thank you for listening in, joining us.
Thank you, viewer, for listening in here.
You viewers, and just to partake with us in our how half baked these dang takes are.
They're so half baked.
I think
they're not even cooked fully.
Of course, we lived up to our title here today. The takes weren't too spicy, but they were enough.
Enough to keep them interested.
Enough. Really enough. They were enough. They were enough to be a little gooey, but not perfectly cooked. So, with this outro music coming in, Tennyson, anything you want to say just to wrap us up here?
Well, I want to say, we got some good feedback from the last episode of some people that we knew that like really liked it. And so we're just gonna try to keep cranking out the content here. We're doing like a sort of like once a month / 2 times a month.
Maybe we'll see what happens.
We'll see like what the schedule is. But yeah, I just wanted to thank you for listening and
telling other people about our podcast too.
Exactly. Yeah, word of mouth is a very, very big part of like any growth. If we're gonna turn this into that kingdom, that empire of content.
But anyway, I mean, this outro music's really starting to drown us out. So
see
you later.
It's really loud.
And we'll. I think I have to shout over how loud this is. But goodbye, and I'll see you later.
Okay, bye.
Love you. Was the kissing weird?
Was kissing?
You could edit it out. All right, great.
All right.